Welcome into Toyville. Steven Cheryl with you here, hanging out, doing our thing on a Friday morning. Portion of the show is brought to us by Galena Insurance. Give Tasha a call today at 219-866-0834. Have her take a look at your insurance. Make sure your insurance is all up to date. Make sure you're covering all your assets that you want to be covered. Make sure you're not covering things you don't even own anymore. You may have forgotten that you got rid of some stuff and never called the insurance about it. Get it checked out today. Your area insurance agent in Rensselaer, call 219-866-0834. All right, what were you saying? The music is making you
Copacabana.
Yeah,
like I feel like Barry Manilow.
Ready to rumba, ready to do your thing. All right, I thought you were going to say you were dancing on the promenade deck like Cheryl. You know, we were talking about the Love Boat. Yeah, we were talking about the Love Boat the other day. Yeah.
I'm such a bad dancer. You do not want me to ever do that again. Nope.
All right, so you can go to our Toyville Facebook page, answer the poll question today. Do you have any interest in finding out about your ancestry? You can, do you want to look back and find out more about where you came from?
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
It really is. And they just keep updating it. And then the health stuff gets updated. I mean, I've learned a lot.
Yeah, so let us know if you have any interest in that. You can also see our smiling faces on YouTube and on Facebook. So go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out, say hi, and hang out with us. You can comment on any of those places, and we'll see it while we're chit-chatting. So say hello. All right, so Drew Barrymore thanked the girls from The Facts of Life for inspiring her. I like The Facts of Life. I watched it when I was a kid. I remember watching even the old episodes where they were in like when they started in the school with like there was like 8 of them, and then it got kind of whittled down to just your main
Nancy McKeon.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say
and then Tootie was the
Kim Fields.
Who's the Christian girl, blonde?
Blair. Jill Whalen, I think.
Okay,
I think that's her name.
And then who is the mama? I liked her a lot.
Mrs. Garrett. But what was her name?
Yeah.
By the way, Jill Whalen was the girl from Love Boat. Lisa Whelchel.
Lisa. Because when you said Jill, I'm like, I don't know about that.
Jill Whalen was the girl from Love Boat that I was talking about yesterday. This was Lisa Whelchel is the blonde, and then you got Nancy McKeon, who was Joe.
Lisa Whelchel actually has done a lot of Bible studies, women's Bible studies.
Yeah, she does a lot of stuff with the.
She's good, with the Christian church.
Let's see, but I can't think of what who Mrs. Garrett was. I know. I'm going to find it here in a second. Charlotte Ray.
Charlotte Ray, right?
Ed.
I was like, no, it's Edna Garrett.
Oh,
it's Mrs. Garrett.
I was like,
I got it.
Ed, no, it was a woman, Cheryl. It was a woman.
That's one thing about me working with you on the show. I'm super useful.
But this is
super.
This is why we need the Alexa, though. Because then I wouldn't have to go look it up. I could just say it.
What are we doing? We got to order that this weekend. That's all. I mean, I got enough stuff coming from Amazon. They'll just go, hey, we'll just throw it in.
Sure. So Drew Barrymore celebrated her 49th birthday on her show yesterday, thanking in person 3 women who had a huge influence on her life. The girls from Facts of Life. Lisa Whelchel, Blair, Nancy McKeon, Joe, and Mindy Cohen, Natalie, reunited to wish her a happy birthday, and she got to tell them how much they meant to her. For instance, Joe actually inspired her character in Charlie's Angels.
Wait, say that again?
Why didn't the girls from Charlie's Angels inspire you for the characters in Charlie's Angels? Maybe that's why the movie was so bad. So bad.
Yeah, that movie, and I'm all about a good feminist flick, but no.
Yeah. She said she said she showed that girls could be strong and tough, and you helped take a lot of intimidation away for females. Blair showed her that we don't have to be intimidated by popular, beautiful people because, quote, Blair was like, it's not about the outside, it's about the human inside. And as for Natalie, she was Drew's moral compass. Quote, Natalie, to me, was always the voice of reason who had instilled knowledge of right, wrong, good, evil, which I did not have growing up. Well, I was going to say, she's saying all this, that you were inspired by this, and I thought to myself, weren't you like a coke addict by 8? Like, I don't. How inspired were
How
you?
much inspiration is going on there? I'm just
I mean,
saying.
you were
Yeah.
drinking at nightclubs by the time you were 10.
Yeah.
Drew said she identified so much with Facts of Life because she didn't have a traditional two-parent household, and those girls raised themselves and each other with the help of Mrs. Garrett, of course.
Yeah.
You know, the big help from Mrs. Garrett, not just sort of, kinda. Yeah, Mrs. Garrett was the one raising them.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I
Yeah.
remember watching it, and when she would get disappointed with the girls because they
Mhm.
would have pulled some stuff they shouldn't have,
Yeah.
you felt it. Like
Sure.
you felt it on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you know where Mrs. Garrett came from? Do you remember?
Like Earth or
Yes, she came from the earth. She
Yeah.
was not born. She was grown out of a seed in
Yeah.
a field.
No. where
No,
did
she
come
was
from?
the maid for Different Strokes.
So that was a character they pulled the show. Ah!
Mhm. I'm not sure which one came
Because
first.
I watch Different Strokes all the
I
time.
think Different Strokes came first. Yeah.
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 Now, Different Strokes. What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what show I wasn't too crazy about? It was too above me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're moving on up.
Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons.
Yeah.
I missed a lot of the humor or the stuff that was going on, I think, because I
Mhm.
was too young
Okay.
to get it. But
Yeah.
Different Strokes I loved.
Yeah. So yeah, I think she was on I think she was on Different Strokes first. And then she moved over to
Yes.
to Facts of Life, I believe. So
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah.
I liked her a lot.
Yeah.
We had such good TV shows back then. I'm thinking about this whole week. We talked about Love Boat,
Mhm.
then followed by Fantasy Island. Now we're talking about Different
Different
Strokes,
Strokes, Facts of Life.
Facts of Life.
Mhm.
My parents wouldn't let me watch Speed Racer
Well,
or Saturday Night Live. Those were the two no-nos when I was a kid growing up.
well, Saturday Night Live I could see.
Speed Racer, they were like, it's violent. I'm like, it's a cartoon, for heaven's sake.
It was a violent cartoon. Yeah. I'm glad that my parents weren't anti-violence. I don't know if I would have been able to watch Batman. You know, I mean,
I loved
wasn't a lot
Batman,
of
though.
wasn't a lot of violence. You know,
Oh,
it was
you know
it was
what?
bang,
Another good
pow,
one?
You know, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
The Monkees.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we
That was
could
my
go through
favorite.
all the TV shows when we were
Yeah.
kids. Yeah, there was a lot of good
Yeah,
ones.
there's a lot of good ones.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of showbiz, apparently you can be paid $2,000 to watch all the 10 Best Picture nominees. I don't know.
Sign me up.
I think it's coming up in like 2 weeks, so you got to do them fast.
Mhm.
There's a company looking to pay someone $2,000 to watch one person to watch all 10 Best Picture nominees. They'll also gift a 65-inch TV and a $500 DoorDash gift certificate for snacks. After watching the films, whoever they choose will have to predict the Oscar winners for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Supporting Actress.
Okay, so I just looked up all of them because I'm like, all right. At first, I'm like, no brainer. Give me the $2,000. I'm in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you, of course, talked about Oppenheimer, which is longer than
Right.
like
Right. If you get
anything
paid $2,000 for that, that's like $1 a minute, I think, for Oppenheimer.
But here, yeah, this is worth every dime of the 2,000. Like
to watch all these movies.
Killers of the Flower Moon, which nearly like bored me to pieces. Like
Mhm.
I'm yeah. Maestro, tried to watch it. I can't believe I could not get through it.
Okay.
Like I don't know if it's that Bradley Cooper talks with an accent, and it's I just had a really hard time and did not get through that.
Okay.
Anatomy of a Fall.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Past Lives. Nope. Poor Things. I've heard good things about, but
Heard
haven't
good things
watched
about
that.
Poor Things.
Poor Things with Emma Stone.
Mhm.
She's one.
Yeah,
she's
sure.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah. Barbie. Sign me up because
Yeah.
I'll watch Barbie
Well, yeah,
like
you-
another 25
yeah.
times. The Zone of Interest.
Okay.
American Fiction.
Uh-huh.
And The Holdovers.
Okay.
So I haven't heard about like 3/4 of these. And the winner is usually someone that I'm like, you've got to be kidding. Like whoever wins, I'm usually like, no.
The Holdovers I never even heard of.
Yeah.
Peacock tried to get me to watch it. It's what went in right after Oppenheimer. It like started up right away. Like, so I don't know
What is it about?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon I haven't seen yet. Maestro I haven't seen. Oppenheimer I just saw over the last 6 weeks. Watched it.
I think you'll break up with me
so-
if I told you to if I told you to watch Oppenheimer. I go, no, it's just a little hard to get into in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning, the middle, the end.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's great.
But Killers of the Flower Moon. Woo!
But like you said, some of these I've never, the Zone of
Yeesh.
Interest I never even heard of.
Yeah.
Past Lives I never heard of.
Yeah.
American Fiction I never heard of. Anatomy of a Fall I never heard of. So.
Okay, so how do they get nominated? Do you know? Like I know, like the People's Choice is the People's Choice. That's us. But I've never in my life gotten an invitation. Like, what's your favorite movie? Share.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
nobody's said that to me ever.
No, it's a group. I mean, the Academy is a group. I don't know.
I'm saying the People's Choice is that, like, if it's the People's Choice, why?
Oh, it's just it's a web voting thing on CBS's website. I think it's all pretend.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like David Letterman. My old friend David Letterman said it's all crock. It's whoever will show up. That's who wins.
Well, that annoys me though when they don't show up. It's like, and they, the Grammy goes to, and I'm like, oh, and they couldn't come today. What? Right. That's like, that makes me like.
It depends on what they're doing. I mean, when it's a movie or a TV show or something, they might be,
filming.
Yeah, they might be halfway.
Take 5. Don't they say that all the time? Take 5.
Right.
Take 10.
Right. It's expensive to take a day off. It's all those people you got to keep them on board and stuff. So, so anyway, I mean, listen, that's 10 movies. Let's just even say the average movie is
2 hours.
Is 2 hours. Okay. So that's 20 hours. Yeah, I guess 20 hours for $2,000. That's not so bad. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. So yeah. So Susie says, hi guys, Past Lives is really good. Has my vote.
Ooh.
I never even heard of it.
All right. Okay.
So we will have to check it out.
Now that was Past Lives. I have not even heard of that one.
She also says you two are doing a great job. Love it. Thank you, Susie. You're always so very sweet.
Thanks.
Yes, she's always so very nice. So yeah, I don't know anything about Past Lives. I mean, I know about my past lives. I mean, I was a knight, shining armor. I was a king. I was, no one ever says in their past life I was a janitor. No one ever says that. No one ever does that. So,
friends over the course of 24 years is okay. That seems like a nice storyline.
Is there anybody in it that we know of?
Not at all.
No. Okay. Well, let's do a little research and find out how things get nominated. I think there's an academy, and I think there's a group.
Okay, but I need more specifics. So the academy, because the academy, I'm just saying the academy sounds like, ooh, they're the academy. Like that's, what I mean?
People that
are they just people who hang at a coffee shop and go, hey, you know what? I really liked, Mickey Mouse on screen.
I think it's their peers. I think it's people that make movies. And I think once you win an Oscar, I think you then get a vote also.
Okay, that would make sense. So if you won, that you're in,
So,
but can you get kicked out? What's his name didn't he?
Yeah. Will Smith.
Yeah.
Got knocked right out of there.
Is he able to ever come back? Like he's not a member,
years.
But
10 years, they said.
Okay.
10 years.
In lieu of calling the police and actually getting him in trouble with
for assault. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, all right. So I don't know. I will spend a lot of my my weekend researching this, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know where.
Yeah, I want to know the full thing. Like, who are they? Because there's people who vote, and they're Zsa, like past the Grey Poupon, and we just are not those people. We're Hamish.
Right, but maybe that's what it is. It's their peers, the IBAs. It's other radio people voting on it, so it's their peers.
Right. And I don't want to talk about them except for the year that we won.
Right. Well, listen.
That you won, actually.
Listen, when we're in
that was thrilling. Nobody expected it last year. That year. Yeah. Then we got a party bus to go to.
We still got the top
station
3. I'm all good.
I know.
I'm all good with it. All right. We're gonna take a break and get into all the stuff and then come back and do some stuff and things. And hi.